One of the things that's really hard for people to grapple with is that your parents did to you what they did to you because they are who they are. Like, it's really convenient to have a boogeyman like the evangelical church or James Dobson, but the truth of the matter is the only reason why they listened to these influences is because it already agreed with what they believed and what they desired. Like, it's really hard to grapple with the idea that if it wasn't James Dobson, if it wasn't the evangelical church, it would have been something else that they used to justify their behavior, something that they agreed with. Like, when you get to the root of why my parents did the things that they did when I was growing up, is because they had this idealized view of what the American dream was and the American family looked like. They were after success and prosperity, and James Dobson provided the language for them in order to police what they wanted. And so oftentimes we were disciplined not because we did something wrong that warranted that kind of punishment, but rather because we were threatening that ideal, that dream that they had. And the reason why that's so difficult for many to accept, it was difficult for me to accept, is because if I say that about my parents, that they did what they did because of who they are, I have to say that about myself too. When I'm harsh with my son, when I'm quick with my words, I can't step back and say, well, I'm using the wrong parenting model here. I need to listen to a different voice or a different influencer or maybe this psychologist. No, I did that because there's something in me that needs to be addressed. And the other reason it's difficult too is that you have to acknowledge that when you were weak, you were vulnerable, you were small, when you were supposed to be loved unconditionally, your parents, for whatever reason, didn't meet that need. It's way easier to try and blame someone or something else, some outside influence for the behavior of your parents, like a lot of people would say, the devil made me do it, than it is to come to terms with, no, you were abused, you were hurt. And that something or somebody else was the justification, not the cause. And the harsh reality in all of this is what Jesus tells us, that if you do not forgive, your heavenly Father will not forgive you. Another way to phrase that is, if you do not allow for the opportunity for restoration and healing by forgiving, then you will not be restored and you will not be healed. Psalm 41 is a great psalm to point to in this instance. It says, Lord, be gracious to me, heal me, for I have sinned against you. This word heal me, better translated is heal my soul, heal my desires, my unctions, the things that I crave. Like, the act of forgiveness provides an opportunity for us to heal our soul, to mend those things that are broken, that cause us to act unjustly and unloving towards other people. And that's much more powerful than holding on to assigning blame to institutions and people that we think are worthy of judgment and vengeance. Like, I